Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is June 5th, 2022, and the adage of the day is that money moves from the patient. Actually, I meant money moves from the impatient to the patient in investing, in trading, in these money matters. It moves from the impatient to the patient. What does that mean? If that interests you, then watch until the very end. I'm starting out on Bitcoin's daily chart. And what I want to show you is this. Okay, nothing's really changed from yesterday. We've pretty much been at the same level, and we've actually been holding this very same level for 26 days now. Okay, this is what I mean by money moves from the impatient to the patient. Most of the amateur sort of investors, analysts will say, oh, given the time it's been taking Bitcoin at this level, it's likely that it's going to break down. It's likely that we're going much lower, right? And they say this emotionally, right? Without really getting into the analysis, right? Their analysis is as simplistic as, well, that's what came before. So if we're kind of stabilizing, I don't know, I just expect we expect it to continue downwards, right? Without really looking at what they're saying, right? If you know anything about technical analysis, right, you know that there's no crystal ball. It's all probabilistic. And probably looking at this chart, given this wick, this strong wick showing massive buy pressure here, this is basically saying, the price saying, we're fine getting out of this region quite quickly, okay? We don't want to be here, all right? And so sometimes, even when you wick like this, you come back down and you fill the wick, we say, all right? However, you don't always, right? And so price went up, consolidated, came down, and this is as far back down as it retested this level, okay? So we came back down, retested this level, and showed some strong buying pressure once again, went back up. And ever since it went up, all right, and this was on May 28th, and people who don't really understand price action and they just look at price, they troll and they say, oh, you guys don't know what you're talking about, and why are you getting so excited for this, right? The reason is that this was the initial move and this was the consolidation. Every move is followed by a consolidation. You don't go up forever. There's always going to be a consolidation, okay? There's always going to be a retest. And what's interesting about this consolidation and this retest is that it's held a very important level, which is why if you really look at the charts and you understand what's happening, right? You don't just look at price, but you look at price action. You understand that ever since the 26th, when we started going up, okay, actually the 27th, when we started going up, ever since then, this retest has held support. And you're fine with that support holding. These are daily candles, meaning every candle equals a day of trading price action. These candles have come down, and every single time they've come down, they've respected this level. They've respected this level. They respected this level. You see, the candle bodies do not go below the 618. if you know anything about trading, anything about Fibonacci levels, you understand the importance of the golden ratio, the phi ratio as it's called as well, right? The 618, the 1618, we call that the phi ratio. Very important in mathematics, very important in natural sciences, right? And in trading, we use it all of the time. Given that the 618, the phi ratio was held in Bitcoin, right? That's around 29,621 on this chart. What's likely is continuation of this move. And you're not going to be able to trade this or take advantage of this if you're impatient. That's why I started the video by saying money moves from the impatient to the patient. I'm not the first to say that. Somebody said it. Maybe it was Buffett. I don't know. I don't care. But it makes perfect sense, because to really be successful in trading this on, pretty much any time frame, you have to be patient. And that means even if you bought down here at this date, right, on the 31st of May, right, or the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, right, or the 5th of June, that was a good buy. It's not about the price, it's about the strategy. It's about the price action. You are buying support, you buy support, and you sell resistance. Okay, so that's basically the premise. This is why yesterday's video was, I'm waiting for the next big move. I'm waiting for the breakout. This is the breakout, my friends. Wave, correction, continuation. I'm waiting for the continuation. I'm waiting for the breakout. I am waiting for it because this is what the charts are telling me. Do I know for certain that this is going to happen? Absolutely not. I know nothing for certain. But it's very likely, given the price action, given what the chart is showing, that will happen. Okay, now let's take that same premise and look at our watch list. All right, so we have the 618 held. We had a breakout on the 27th and a retest of a very important level, and that level obviously is not just the 618, but also happens to be a level of resistance that was broken. Okay, we had previously been in this zone for about 3 weeks. Okay, so it's important to test major resistance once it's broken. You also understand that premise as seasoned or competent traders, competent analysts. Any major resistance is retested, right, as support. RS flip, resistance becomes support. Okay, now let's go down our list really quickly. We have Telcoin. Telcoin also had some sort of up move on the 27th, but it wasn't as intense or it wasn't as pronounced as what you had in Bitcoin. What followed was a retest. So the same theme, the theme still sort of is consistent. You had a breakout, and ever since the 27th, you had a retest. This retest has held support, okay? Because if you look at this chart, the support is here. Do you see? Every chart is going to be a little different, but the themes are what you want to look at. So in Telcoin, you want to hold support, even though support is not the 618. Here, support is the 0 or the base, right? Formed by right here, this level right there. So again, you have some sort of triangle that's holding support, and at the end of the day, you're going to get, if this does indeed break out, a W pattern. I hope you guys see this. So zoom out, look at your support and resistance, charting, trading 101. You want to hold support, right? Sometimes if you look at a chart or you're trading and, once a year, twice a year, you have a massive rally and, the price goes up crazy. And people are like, oh, I wish I'd been in. I wish I had been in. I wish I had been in. This is how you catch these moves. Seldom do these moves happen without the time for them to happen. Meaning, you need consolidation. You need time for orders to build before the big breakout. You understand? Like, you don't get those massive rallies without people having the chance to buy and buy and buy on support, right? It's basically the expression, or the, how would you say, the momentum of the action, the I'm looking for, it's the kinetic energy of the potential energy expressing itself, and the potential energy are these retests that take a while, these B waves that take a while on support. Okay, I hope that makes sense, right? That's Telcoin. Ravane, even more pronounced. Okay, and also another thing I'll say, before a big move, one of the telltale signs you have before a big move is that you have very low volatility. What's volatility? Volatility is a lack of amplitude, right? Basically, you're going sideways for a while. And again, fundamentally, that essentially means you're collecting orders, you're collecting buys on support, okay? So again, on the 27th, you had a move up, and ever since then, you've been retesting that move, holding support once again, right? If you look at this and you think short, you may not have a fundamentally sound understanding of charting. Okay, it's not to say that you're going to be wrong, but it's highly unlikely that a chart like this breaks down. There's just no, it doesn't do that. Things got to go up before they go down. And when they're going sideways without any moves up, it's even more than likely they first got to go up even before thinking of going down. Okay, so this is just a quintessential move that would produce a strong move up. And again, you would get your W pattern, and I've spoken of this in the past. Kadena, same thing, right? It's not about whether it's going to go up probabilistically. We understand that. It's about when, okay? And that's a difficult question to answer. But you answer that in saying soon enough, okay? Within this move, whenever this consolidation ends and support, as long as support is held, the next big move is up, okay? That's why money moves from the impatient to the patient. The impatient are on Twitter. They're trolling. I don't know what they're doing personally, because they'll never tell you what they're actually doing, right? Your favorite influencers saying, it's going to Goblin Town or something like that. And, ooh, ready to short, ready to short, ready to short. And if only they would publish their trades live and show you their shorts and show you their positions and show you how much they're in profits or underwater, right? If they're really being honest, rather than just posting some curt, tweet for likes and sort of reactions about how low the price is going to go. We've essentially been going sideways for a month. Okay, if anybody is honest, that's what's been happening. So it's likely, once again, in Kadena, just like Ravane, just like Telcoin, just like Bitcoin, that the next big move is up. Okay, DODO. This one's a little less conspicuous. I'm going to remove this, but essentially, once again, nothing but sideways price action. Okay, and we did get a bit of a move on the 27th, right? Starting on the 27th, and that again resulted in a retest. Okay, and that retest, let's see, it hit the 914. Okay, and what do we know about anything between the 786 and 914? That is prime retest, a prime retest location or level for a B wave. Okay, if this is an A wave, B waves typically come to between the 786 and the 914 in a flat correction. However, you know what else comes between the 786 and the 914? A wave 2 in a leading diagonal, which is what I think this is. Okay, I think because you got volume here, this is wave 1 of the impulse. what you see here is a complex correction, wave 2, and your next move up is, I think, a wave 3 of a leading diagonal. Okay, and that is the only time, given my understanding in Elliott wave theory, where a wave 2 can retrace beyond the 618 level. Okay, a leading diagonal. Some people will say wave 2 can go wherever it wants. No, just in a leading diagonal, which doesn't happen all the time. Okay, in a regular 53535 extension, the 618 is the limit for the retracement of wave 2. As far as I understand, I know people at Elliott wave think differently, and maybe some people just don't understand that when people are saying wave 2 can come beyond the 618, they're also including in that description the leading diagonal. But not everybody goes into that much detail. But the devil's in the details, especially when you're trading. We all know this. Our positions, sometimes it's all about a fraction of a penny, which makes a large percentage depending on your position size, right? So that was DODO. Cardano, you see a lot of what you see in Bitcoin, right? On the 27th, you had a big move, right? That move may have been impulsive because you did get volume, okay? And we're on the daily, and we've got significant volume, okay? That, I would say, is significant volume on the daily chart. And ever since then, you've been retracing. And so I think this Bitcoin and Cardano are relatively simple trades. Why? Because you're holding a level that just, in anybody's trading, in most traders, most chartists' repertoire, they understand the importance of the 618 level. And that level is at 54 cents right here, yeah? And that's been held for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days with strong wicks once that level was touched, okay? It's almost a given, right? Nothing's a given, but it's almost a given. It's highly likely, once again, very probabilistic, that the next move is up, a continuation of this impulse after a consolidation, okay? I hope this is making sense. I hope you guys are getting value, right? I say these things, I say variations of these things every day, but still, I hope that you're getting value because I may present it in a different way every day. So if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe, right? I appreciate it. And last but not least, RSR. RSR, reserve rights, great project, by the way. If you don't know anything about its fundamentals, I'd encourage you to read up on it. But I think RSR is in the camp of a DODO, where you've gotten your impulse, you've gotten your wave 2 correction, you've gotten another impulse, and so basically you're an impulsive. You're in impulsive price action, right? It's no longer corrective. And I think the difference between RSR and DODO is that you have 1 wave, 2 waves, 3 waves, 4 waves. I think you're going to work on your 5th wave here, and your 5th wave is going to be a really big one because you're essentially at the neckline, right? Look at this. You're forming a rising wedge that looks to be breaking up and out. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing on the charts, right? Your everything, it doesn't have to be the same, right? You see DODO and reserve rights, they're already in impulsive price action, I believe, right? Bitcoin, Cardano as well, impulsive price action. Bitcoin, Ravane, Telcoin, still in corrective price action, have yet to print an impulse, according to my estimation, right? According to my analysis, based on largely the volume that they've printed or lack thereof. However, you have a synchronicity or some sort of confluence in their price action where they're all looking to go up, they're all rearing to go up, right? And so that is the likely next a big move. Don't miss it, my friends. Be patient. Ignore the trolls. Ignore the trolls. Be patient. Build your positions. Now is the time, not after we make a large, massive rally. After we make a large, massive rally, it's best to wait for the next consolidation, and the next consolidation is going to look like this. And the next consolidation is going to have the amateur traders and the people who don't know how to chart also question the viability of the move and say, hey, I think we're going to drop down from here because, we haven't been going up, and why isn't it going up? Do you understand? So this is how you trade. Impatient to the patient. That's how money flows, right? You have to be patient. You have to see the forest through the trees. Try to see the trends. All right, that's it from me. Hope you have a magnificent Sunday. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.